Hello, welcome. It's Wednesday, January 24th, and welcome to the conversation. We're happy to be back. Season 2. Is this episode 2 or 3? 3?
Two.
It was episode 2, season
Yep,
2.
episode two.
Welcome. We have lots of stuff to get through tonight. And so we're going to dive right in. First off, we have our guest co-host tonight is Jonte Edmonds, singer and actress. Me and Jonte go way, way back. We went to middle school together, and believe it or not, Jonte was my mentor when I got into singing. And I've always been an actor, but when I really wanted to take my singing serious, Jonte was my mentor. She was part of a girl group I'll let her tell you. Jonte, let's tell the co-host and our viewing audience a little bit about this.
You know
Hey,
what?
Jonte.
Hey.
Jonte.
Hello. So I sung in a girl group called Rejoice. We were basically gospel. And gosh, we went on Bobby Jones. We did all the things. But I have actually, I would say, semi-retired from singing, other than just, a praise and worship team here and there. I kind of took a back seat. I did it until I was about in my 20s, and it just got a little tiring. So I'm just a mom right now.
She's being modest, but Jonte is. She's awesome. I'm trying to pull her out of retirement slowly but surely, but we'll get there. It'll happen one.
Come on out, girl. It's 2024.
She's a new mom as well, so she has a lot on her plate.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay,
I'm
you look
so
way too
happy to
young and
have
hot
her.
to be a mom so early. Hold up.
Wow, I'll be 40 next month.
Wow.
Yeah,
You look
40
gorgeous.
club.
Lots of anti-aging cream. Okay.
I always say 40 is the new 30.
This is the year of 40. I'll be 40 coming up here soon too.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just turned 40 last year, so.
So yeah,
Oh, you guys are babies.
so we are happy to have her. We're happy to have her here tonight, and let's welcome her. And Jonte, welcome. All right.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So, Shaq, how was your weekend?
It was quiet. It was quiet. I'm actually writing this new piece. It's all about the joys of afterpay. If anybody has encountered it. And so I, in my 39, about to be 40-year-old glory, finally encountered Afterpay. And then I did it all wrong. So I had to sit down this weekend. I watched Apple TV, baby. It was like being 20 all over again. Woo! Feeling young, feeling great.
All right.
Okay.
Natasha, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Just working on getting my life together and getting organized and deep cleaning my house, deep cleaning my brain, deep cleaning everything. That's like my goal right now for every area of my life. So that is my continued project right now.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Mark,
Thank you.
how about you? How was your weekend?
Everything was great. Was gonna go to a pool party. It was a little too cold, so we just hung out and started planning my trip to Japan. And yeah, so it was a fun weekend.
Awesome. Tamar?
I went to Arkansas because my husband, he went to Miss Gay America. He was actually Miss Gay America in 1983. So he's celebrating 40 years of Miss Gay America. So we went and he performed. He slayed. I'll send some pictures in the group chat. Also, I wasn't here 2 weeks ago, but last Monday was my birthday.
Happy
birthday!
So I turned 37, 3 years. I always ran. I'm 40 years old. I'm an old child. But no, I had a great. I mean, it's cold as hell in Arkansas right now. Like, I was ready to get back to Dallas. It is cold.
Is it snowing?
Yeah, it's not snowing, but you can still see the ice on the ground. Like, the ice is not melting. So we had a lot of fun. We drove there. We drove back. It was just a great weekend. I'm happy to be here and welcome Jonte to the family.
We missed you last week.
I know. I miss y'all too. But, when you got to work, child.
Right.
Rihanna said it best.
Gotta make the
Awesome.
coins.
Yeah, because we ain't paying good bills.
Michael, how are you doing over in Detroit?
Well, I'm always doing wonderful, but let me just say this. Have you ever had a week where you feel like everyone is playing in your face?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be this weekend, but I think part of the wisdom of turning 40, I am also 40 recently, is being less reactive when I'm in those situations. So this weekend was a test of my patience, and I would like to think that I passed.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations on your passing grade.
Right. Kate,
I love it.
Kate, my sister, how are you?
Hi, honey. I'm well.
Can you turn your volume up a little bit or come close?
I'm sorry because did we meet ahead of time? Because I thought that we were just meeting in the room at 8:30. I didn't realize I was going live.
It's cool. Go ahead.
Okay, but no, I'm just keeping it cute. I'm being cute, and I'm just excited to see everybody. I'm glad to be back.
Great to see you.
Dante was my sister's friend, right? Trish Bendix.
Dante.
Yeah, I went to Comstock.
Oh my God! So you were friends with my older sister, Trish Bendix. I have pictures of you singing in our basement. I'll have to send them to you.
Put them up
I gotta
now.
find them. I'll send them to you. I'm sure I sent them to Ashleigh before, but
Wow,
Put them up right now.
I swear though, you stayed over before.
that is funny.
Well, I am happy to have everyone here. We have a lot, like I said, to get through tonight, so we're gonna go right into I'm sorry, things. Let me get the docket up. Okay, so let's here's the conversation. We respect everyone's opinions, and so I'm looking. We have pretty a liberal kind of cast. We all have different, some of us are a little bit more conservative than others about
Go Trump.
Different things. But I am looking for a conservative voice to add to the cast. If you love to give your opinion, if you are someone who has a conservative voice and you think you can hang with us, you're passionate about what you believe in, please email me at villaindisco@gmail.com, or you can just DM me. I'm looking for someone who is passionate and someone who more than passionate is just committed. I don't have time in 2024 for people who are wishy-washy. So if you want to do this and you think you can hang, DM me. All right? On to some business we have to take care of. The disclaimer. I'm sorry I have to read this every week. Sorry, you guys. My eyesight. In accordance with Section 107 of the Copyright Act, this broadcast features materials protected by the fair use guidelines of Section 107 of the Copyright Act. All rights reserved to the copyright owners. Please note, no copyright infringement intended, and I do not own nor claim to own any original recordings in this broadcast. And that's pretty much what this is all about. I won't read the whole thing, but that is our disclaimer, just to protect ourselves. So let's go into our first item on the docket. Kim Kardashian has been named the new brand ambassador for Balenciaga, and it's causing some heat on social media. Some of her fans are upset because, as you know, just last year, Balenciaga found itself in hot water, putting the young child on the front of their 2022 campaign with, some harnesses and leather and stuff on. It just wasn't a good look. Gross. So, and to now see her as the brand ambassador, people have some kind of thoughts about that. So what do we think? Does anybody want to start? Kate, you're kind of up with fashion and stuff. What do you think about this?
I thought she'd been like brand ambassador. All she does is wear Balenciaga. I think it was distasteful what they did, but just because of today's climate with like sex trafficking with children, we cannot be on board with that whatsoever, or like let that like slip into the public being okay with that. So I think that's really sketchy, but she must just have a great relationship with them. That's my guess. I don't know why their clothes are just kind of, I know you love Balenciaga, but for me, it's just not anything like, something like Chanel or something that's like super tasteful. So I don't know what direction she's going, but
Well, let me tell you why I like Balenciaga. First off, I like to be comfortable, and they make clothes that are stylish and comfortable at the same
For
time.
men.
So I can wear some sweatpants and feel like I still am, looking okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I love Balenciaga, and I love black. They do a lot of black stuff and hoodies, so that's just my jam. But I understand it's not everybody's. Tamar, what do you think about this?
I have mixed reviews. I mean, if they want to go into a different direction of getting more fans, I think Kim Kardashian is the best person to be the face of this. I mean, I don't know why people have such a big problem with it because she's been basically the face for so long, but now that they've actually said that she's the face, everybody has an opinion. I personally don't wear Balenciaga, but she looks amazing in Balenciaga. So why not put her as the face of Balenciaga? And, at the end of the day, it's a money scheme. If you can put somebody up there who's going to be a face for money, that's all that matters. But I'm like, Kate, I love me some Chanel, honey, some Versace, Prada. But, I don't know why people have such a big deal with her being the face of Balenciaga because she's already been doing it. They just didn't give her a title. So I'm like, girl, if you want to be the face, girl. Make them coins, girl. I ain't got a chick, bitch. So.
All right. Marcus, what do you think?
There's one difference between wearing the clothes and actually being the official ambassador of the brand. I think it sucks. She has young children. The campaign was disgusting last year, having those kids in the harnesses. And I mean, she has such a huge fan following and she's so influential. I think it's disgusting that she decided to just do this money grab and decide to be the official face. Like there's so many young people looking at her and idolizing her. They're gonna be like, oh, who cares if kids are wearing this and that? I don't know. I just feel like she has so much money. She didn't have to do this. She should have used her judgment here, and I think it was wrong.
He owes someone a favor or something.
Jonte, as a mother of a new young woman, what do you think about this? Is this something?
I don't really follow it that much. I know. I'm a flight attendant for American, and we deal with a lot of concerns for sex trafficking in that. And I'm always on edge about the possibility of the person I'm serving or taking care of being trafficked. So in that regard, I don't think with her young children and, like what Marcus said, she didn't need the money. But she just with Dolce & Gabbana 2 years ago or a year ago as their creative director for their fashion show. I mean, it was, for me, it's like, okay, so you went from, class to the everybody can do Balenciaga. Everybody can't do Dolce.
Right.
Everybody does Balenciaga. So you kind of downgraded for what?
Yeah, I get that. Michael?
I miss when Kim was going to be an attorney. Something about this feels reductive to me and creepy. Okay, wasn't it just 2 years ago that it was Balenciaga and Gap with Kanye at the helm?
Yes.
Okay, these women, we can connect dots here. I don't know, something's off. This isn't right. What a silly thing to do.
All right. Shaq?
Yeah. It was Michael's comment for me. I don't really have any thoughts on her doing it. I think it tracks. She's an attention seeker. She's a professional, a professional celebrity, and professional celebrities do celebrity type shit. So I think that's what this is. I think the real winner here is Balenciaga. I mean, because y'all talking about the brand, y'all talking about Kim Kardashian. She has a lot of followers, and also what's leading the conversation on Balenciaga now is this and not all of the atrocious foolishness they were associated with last year. So I don't know if there's a such thing as bad publicity, but I mean, with her, it won't be child trafficking and crap. You know what I'm saying? So
right, yeah.
They switched the conversation. Now we're talking about her. We're talking about her clothes. Or her fans are going to be behind anything she's doing. I think it's a brilliant move on their part. I don't know what it does for her, but again, she is a professional attention seeker. This is on track. So I think they're both winning. If you ask me.
Nice, Natasha.
I'm trying to figure out when people decided to hold her to a high moral standard.
Right.
When did that happen? When did that start? So I mean, really, what is the big deal? We are talking about Kim Kardashian. I know that's your fave. I'm just trying to figure out when we made her like the leader of the moral world. So, I mean, Kim, get your back like you always do. Balenciaga, get the heat off of you doing funky kitty stuff. I mean, that's smart. So everybody wins here, I guess.
Yeah, Kim is at work, y'all.
Basically,
go to work.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on. It looks like Donald Trump is going to be the Republican nominee for 2024.
I told y'all last week.
Ron DeSantis has dropped out of the race, and Nikki Haley is still holding on. But let's be honest, I don't really think she's going to get the nomination. So the question is here, what do we think?
I'm excited about it.
Okay. Why?
My husband is a big conservative, and he's actually brought me over to his side on a lot of things. I love how Donald Trump is like, this is America, and we are the best, and we don't need you or anybody else, and fuck all of y'all.
Okay.
I love that. I mean, we are like the free world. We really should, go through life like that. We shouldn't be borrowing money from other people. We shouldn't be, waiting for other people to help us or forming all these groups like NATO to just let's save everybody. I love it.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you what I feel. There's also been earlier today, there was a poll taken and it says that 20% of Black men are Trump supporters. And Waka Flocka just came out and said that he's a big supporter of Donald Trump. That he asked if we could get away with Christopher Columbus Day. Now, to me, that's crazy. That's what he's worried about. Out of all the issues we have, he's worried about Christopher Columbus Day. Meanwhile, women are losing their rights, their reproductive rights. They're going to come after LGBTQ rights soon. We're in danger. So I'm going to start needing people with platforms to be a little bit more responsible. Now, I'm not dogging his choice. You can vote for who you want to vote for, but I think he just needs to be more responsible in what he's asking and what he's posting. The average 18 to 30-year-old Black men aren't informed like they should, I think, about politics. So I think it's very important when you have a platform, you need to do your best to tell everything because the average person, that's where they get their news today is social media. And let's be honest, the average 18-year-old is not at home watching CNN or Fox or getting all the facts. So I think I guess what I'm trying to say, I think he needs to be a little bit more responsible since he has a platform. Michael, what do you think about all this?
As expected, I think the other candidates are fundamentally unlikable. And really, this whole exercise of thinking it was going to be anybody but Trump was one of a deep political bench with a lot of money trying to make sure he didn't get what we all knew he was going to get, right? So, listen, it's always going to be Biden-Trump for the election this year. In some respects, look, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I never went as far as saying, oh, anyone in my family or friends that likes Trump, I can't mess with you anymore. Like, I really have spent this time trying to learn, what about him is so appealing to folks. And I think I've got my head wrapped around it. And I think it's pretty simpatico with what we just heard. I can appreciate that. I can respect that. And I honestly think he's got a real shot this year to take it. It will be an interesting election season. That's for sure. And 20%, I think that number's low. I think it's actually much higher than 20%.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Shaq, what do you think?
I'm with Michael. I do think that it's higher. For the first time in my life, when we're talking about Black folks, I know as many Biden supporters as I know Trump supporters. He really has just kind of slid in there, and at this point, I think it's really unrealistic for us to count him out. I think that the better advice we need to give people is to prepare. If you are in one of the more vulnerable communities that typically is targeted by extremism, and a lot of Trump supporters, we are talking about extremism on one end of the spectrum. And so I think that the better thing to do is to prepare. When I say prepare, I don't mean prepare for everything. We all remember the Trump presidency. There were ways in which we all benefited. So, but you do have to prepare for something. If you are LGBTQ, if you do want to get married, if you do want to do those things, you need to keep those things in mind, and you need to be preparing. But that is what we've always done as a people. So how is it any different? So I do see why he's just not alarming people enough. I think at the end of the day, the two candidates we have are Trump and Biden. We don't have good candidates. So it's hard to be mad at either one of them now, because what is the alternative? What are, who else do you vote for? So I think it just is what it is. So just get prepared for what's going to happen. Yeah, I've always said I saw Trump winning, and I still do. So we'll see.
Okay, Natasha.
I've accepted a while ago that it's probably going to be Trump. I don't see Biden pulling this one off. I just don't. And like Shaq said, it's just really a matter of preparing mentally, especially being here in Michigan. Yeah, and especially working with older clientele, and that could just go either way with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, I'm just preparing. I've been preparing for it. So it is what it is.
Okay, Marcus. Can't hear you.
The sentiment's the same all across the board, it seems. I mean, here in Florida, it really looks like there's a Trump wave. And everyone's just tired of Biden. Like, but I don't get it. Like, what did Biden do that's so bad that everyone's calling him such a horrible president? I mean, I feel like piggybacking on what Ashleigh said, people aren't actually like reading articles and doing research. They're like, the shade room says, hey, sleepy Biden XYZ. And then everyone's automatically like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that without actually doing any research. So I feel like instead of us just mentally preparing ourselves, we got to mentally prepare ourselves for a battle, because we can't let go that easy. And with that being said, I think we found our new correspondent that's conservative. Hey, Jonta.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Auditions are closed.
Tamar.
Okay, so for me, this is just my opinion. I don't believe in this country anymore. I'm just being real. I'm looking at these people running this country, and I'm like, it's too much. I don't have the strength for it. I don't care. My life is gonna be the way it is regardless. I have to go out and hustle. I've been hustling my whole life. It's disappointing to me to see someone in leadership that has so many things that they need to take care of that have been really horrible. And not going into details, but we're still giving this person an opportunity to run for president when he's made all these bad decisions, and when he's made some things pop, that has happened in history. It's very sad. It just shows that no matter what we say and do, nothing we say really matters for me. That's just my opinion. I will not be voting at all. I don't vote because I don't believe in this country anymore. I stay close to what I believe in, and I believe that I have to still work hard for what I have. And until I feel suit that I see somebody that up there on that TV that I believe can make me feel a different way, I'm going to not vote. So that's just my opinion. I just wish that there was different candidates. It's like really sad that this is all we have. This is all that we as a country have to offer. And it's kind of sad. I don't believe in this country as much anymore because this is what is being represented in front of my face. So hopefully, who knows, in the next 4 years, we may get some new things to pop. But right now, I just don't, my faith is gone. It's lost right now. So.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. We still have another year and some change. So, I'm going to jump around this subject a little bit. The next thing I want to go into, I really want to talk about this Kim Burrell story. Kim Burrell's in the news again, and if you're not familiar with her, Kim Burrell is she's a gospel vocalist. She's very, very talented. I think she's one of the best. I put her in top 10 vocalists, in my opinion. But she has a very nasty attitude, and she's in the news now because she was in a concert a couple days ago, and she was singing, and this happened. Let's see if I can bring it up for you guys. Where is it? Here we go.
No, I'll call on you when I'm ready. Thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
So first up,
oh my God.
I want to throw this to Jonte, being a gospel singer, and we both grew up in church, Church of God in Christ, to be more specific. Sometimes people are known for being a little nasty in the Black church, a little nice nasty, as we call it. What do you think about this, Tay?
You know, this is so embarrassing, first of all. For vocalists, for Black people, for Christians. I mean, I'm so frustrated with her. I don't even know where to start, especially because she, retorted and came back with her apology talking about all of this was done in the spirit. I can tell you from my personal experience, when you're consumed in the spirit and you're having a moment with God, nothing around you matters. Like, this lady could be falling out. This lady could be having a stroke. I can't hear any of that. I'm in the spirit. I'm having my personal time with God. So you just didn't want anybody else in your light. And that's very selfish. And it paints Christians and like, if I wasn't a Christian, I would be like, oh, why would I want to go to church? Why would I want to, experience that? Because I don't want people to be talking. If I'm trying to sing, whether I can or not, whether I'm an esteemed vocalist or not, I don't want people to talk to me like that.
Yeah, you're right. I was talking to my mom earlier about it, and I was telling her, at the end of the day, church is about saving souls. It's not about coming to hear someone sing. It's not about who can sing the best, who can run the best. It's about saving souls and getting souls to Christ. And so if this was a baby Christian or someone who just came to church for the first time, and what do you think they left feeling if that was the case? They probably wouldn't want to go back to church, like you said, ever again. And we've lost a soul. And that's a response. That's a huge deal, especially to have the platform you have and to be a Christian in the church. Natasha, what do you think about this?
That lady is so evil.
What'd you say?
She is evil. She is evil personified. She is the epitome of evil. She is the devil. I'm sorry. And she is such a gifted vocalist. Like, I appreciate her talent. I appreciate her gift, but God, that lady is so evil.
She she keeps doing this stuff because there's people who keep laughing and encouraging her and think this stuff is cute, and it's not. And she's gonna keep doing it until
somebody bops her upside the head.
Yeah, and she's already gotten canceled once.
She don't care about that.
Yeah, she doesn't
care about that. Her core fans don't care about that.
No.
Honestly, somebody gonna put hands on her, and that's just really what it's gonna be.
Shaq.
I find it amusing. But I'm also not very active in the church. I am one of those people who was turned off from church antics years ago. I find that I tend to meet some of the meanest people in church. I find that some of the most mean, judgmental, awful people are in church. And I sometimes I listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show with my kid. but I don't listen to the whole show. I just listen to Nephew Tommy when he does the prank calls.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to hear how nasty church people can be, you should just listen to that prank call every morning. Because every morning he calls them people and he get to messing with them people. And them church folks go from being regular to cussing him clean out like he's not a child of God every single time. And I just be like, it's always the church people. Like the church, and what's that thing you said? Mean, nice, nasty, nice?
Nice, nasty, yeah.
Yeah, they're all like that. You know, by the time I leave church, somebody been mean, somebody done told me to move, somebody done told me not to do something, they done prayed against the spirit of homosexuality. I be stressed out. I like to relax and drink on Sunday. I be up in there with them nasty folks. So using it like that, this tracks. This is what you expect from them people.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Michael?
Oh, well, I think, I can agree. Listen, it's certainly not something that should be done in the church. And in broader, it's symptomatic of a general erosion and things that used to matter and no longer do. So if you can be the first lady when you are basketball wives, and now you can curse out a congregation while you're singing to them at the same time. So this is the world we live in. I have to say, though, something about it I found iconic. I'm going to get the transcript. I'm going to incorporate some of her language into something with something. That was too good. I don't know. Something about that was too good.
Ma'am with that mask.
Let the mask do the talking. Is that what she said?
This is like COVID.
Let the mask use you.
Say it again, Jante. What'd you say?
In her apology, she said COVID numbers were up, and that's why she told the lady to put her mask on.
Sure. Yeah.
So she an evil liar?
Kate, what do you think?
I mean, if I was in that crowd, like, I would probably be laughing. I don't even know. Like, that's so funny. As long as it wasn't me. I'm sure it's embarrassing for the person that's like singing along and like vibing and like thinking that music is bringing people together when she's just like, no, this is my performance. It's like, okay, if you had your concert, then fine, whatever. But it's like, girl, like, you are here for the church to support the people and like bring people together,
Yeah.
Not who can run the best.
Tamar?
She's a hoot. If she's a hoot. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It was very disturbing because I agree with Jante. Like when you're in the spirit of God or wherever the case may be, when you're in the spirit, nothing around you should affect what you're doing.
Right.
So I don't know. I remember when she got canceled when she made all the gay comments when she had the track with Pharrell, and she got canceled and she came out with this fake apology, and she was actually about to be number one on the Hot 100 because she had the song with Pharrell, and then she said all this stuff and she got canceled. She almost won a Grammy because of the song. Like, it's just people. They get so high mighty within themselves that they forget the whole point of what their craft is all about. And I think people have put her on such a pedestal that she forgets that, girl, you can get your shit taken away from you just as well as anybody else. So you're not this person, but like her core fans are going to support her because guess what? The core fans are not really thrilled. Like, it's just so much politics that goes into everything. But it's funny to watch. But then, like, sitting there looking at it, it's like, I feel bad for the lady because the lady was trying to get her oohs and ahs in her. She's trying to hit her note, too. But you done took the lady voice away from her. So, yeah, I feel bad for the lady. But she's not going to change. She's been like this so long, and no one is really around. She don't have a really real friends around her telling, like, girl, you need to sit down. Like, you're doing too fucking much. So, I don't know. This won't be the last time we hear from her.
You don't need to sit down.
You would think
her sing.
You would
like her voice.
You would think that she learned from last time. She had a talk show in the works.
Mm-hmm.
She had a song with Beyonce in the works. That she lost a lot last time. So you would think she would be a little bit more smarter. But hey.
That's the gospel definition of standing on business. That lady right there.
Well, definitely.
Don't care.
Well, let's move on. Someone else who talks too much is in the news again. Let's see what he has to say. Come on, let's play you.
What are you playing?
I don't know why it doesn't want to play.
No.
Let's try this again.
It said no.
Let me try to get it back here. Sorry, you guys. Technical difficulties.
It's Boosie. We can all imagine.
Okay.
Whatever you thinking probably isn't far from the truth.
I guess I'm the only one speak up for straight people, so I'm gay.
Okay.
Anybody who speak up for straight people, y'all say gay. Crazy. Y'all done bullied the whole world, bro. Athletes, rappers, scared to say they straight. Rappers and athletes scared to even say they like women. They scared they gonna get bullied, bro. Y'all done bullied the whole world, except me. Except me. I'll blow y'all ass down. You know me. And y'all done bullied all the athletes, all the rappers. They can't even say they like pussy. Y'all can come under my live and call me whatever. You can call me that because you know I'm not that, and I'm not cool with it being pushed on the kids. But you can come on my live. I'm gonna try to block you, but so many of y'all be coming on my live calling me gay just cause I don't like dick. I mean, this shit crazy.
Okay, so what are our thoughts on this? It seems like anytime we hear from Boosie, he's talking about gay stuff. He's never releasing music. He's never promoting a concert. It's always talking about homosexuality. So what do we think about this, Michael?
Oh, wow. This is really good. And I'll say personally, I don't want to live in a world where I can't say that I love pussy. So now it's on the record. But anyways, if you're looking to Boosie for any type of life advice, maybe we could start there. Have y'all ever had lean?
He's on drugs.
No.
Okay, I'll just leave it there. Something was a little off in that clip.
All right, Kate, what do you think?
He looks high as hell. I was thinking coke. I was like, he's on a bender. He was just doing a bunch of coke, and he is tripping right now. Like, just going live. Like, he's embarrassing. And I used to be a Boosie fan, but before he went to prison. But I am okay with never hearing from him again. And I just want to reiterate that sometimes people come out of prison and they are like, something must have happened to him in prison.
Yeah.
Where somebody's trying to hit on him or try to get up in that booty. And now he just is like, I just gung ho on hating gay people. I don't know, but I'm okay with not hearing from him ever again.
Okay.
I don't know much about Boosie. It really wasn't necessary. And I'm definitely with Michael on the lean because that's the first thing I thought is, damn, how much syrup did he drink?
Right, 100%.
But other than that, I don't have any comments about it.
Okay. Shat?
People are often surprised to hear this, but I'm a huge Boosie fan. I think he's hilarious. Like, obviously, I love his music. I like the new stuff too. When he rapping, he be snapping. But I like Boosie. I think he's hilarious. I mean, I think you got to take him with a grain of salt. It's kind of like I don't want to live in a world where people always agree with me, always say what I think. I think that ignorance has as much room in this world as superior intelligence. Everybody has a right to live and exist. And as long as you do something I like or I can find common ground somewhere, I'm cool with you. So I ain't really tripping on Boosie. But the thing that really amuses me about him is the thing that amuses me about anybody, which is that when the big group accuses the little group of oppressing them,
Yeah.
when straight people can't even say they like pussy. Like straight people are like 90% of the world. What are you talking about? Everything is straight. Straight is straight rule the world. So it's funny to hear people say it's like when white people are like, oh, we're being picked on, and it's like, no, Karen, the school is 85% white, so it's funny to hear him talk about that. But also when I hear people do that, it's always a reminder to me that we're dealing with ignorance, right? And so you can't allow yourself to get consumed or angry about ignorance, because it's just like children, like they say stupid shit because that's what kids do. So
right.
They don't know better.
I can't take Boosie too personal. The attack.
Me?
Yeah.
I could have sworn his stylist is gay. If I'm not mistaken, he has a gay stylist. So I just think that he don't have nothing to do, and that's the only thing that he's been getting like notoriety for is attacking the gays. So he's gonna continue to do it because he knows he's gonna get a rise out of it. So I don't really pay him attention. He's funny. Like, he's hilarious. I think that he's just on so many drugs and he just don't have shit to do. And all he's doing is talking about the gays. So he's making us popular. So hey, what
y'all giving drugs too much credit. I think Boosie be sober. I think he really just. I think
no.
I think Boosie slow. I think Boosie just slow in that way. Y'all always trying to blame stuff on drugs like people can't control their stupidity. Americans are stupid. Like, see our educational system.
And Boosie high.
Tasha.
Ever since his jail or prison stay, he has been so obsessed. Like, he was so excited to come out with that story about walking in on two dudes in the shower. And like, that is all that he talks about. I don't know if he's like the only one that is obsessed with homosexuality. Like, he talks about homosexuality more than homosexual people do.
Yeah.
Why are you so obsessed with it? Like, that's honestly really... And he's the only one who doesn't know that. So it's honestly, like everybody said, it's funny to me. It's just pure ignorance. That's all that he talks about. Like, are we gonna talk about a new album? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Do we have something else to talk about?
I feel you. Oh, well, I'm sure Boosie will be saying something else controversial in the next couple of weeks, so we will be reporting on it. Moving on, Time Magazine has declared Beyonce's Lemonade album and her Renaissance album the best female albums of the century. Now, I am a huge Beyonce stance, but I don't agree with that. I think, if anything, there are other people who deserve that. Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace album is one of my favorite albums. There's so many others. Shaka Khan's first album is one of my favorites. The group The Emotions, they're awesome vocalists. I don't think that, and all these songs that Beyonce has, her last couple albums have all been cherry pickings from all those people I just named. So I don't know if you can call her album the best out of all the females, because there's been she's borrowed so much and been influenced so much from other people. Tay, what do you think about this?
I used to be a big Beyonce fan, but she's kind of lost me recently. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I would agree with that. To be honest, I haven't even heard the Renaissance album in its entirety. Mm-hmm. I would say if this were, and this is an ignorant statement, but if this were the Disco Hall of Fame choosing the Renaissance, then okay. Or if this were the angry Black women who have been wronged by a man choosing the Lemonade album, then okay. Mm-hmm. But Time, I think you could have done better.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Michael?
I'm not the hugest Beyonce fan these days. She's kind of lost the plot. I forget sometimes she's our age. And then if you listen to the lyrics of her new music, it just doesn't hit the same, right? I thought Renaissance was straight pandering. I wouldn't even say she's had one of the best albums of this century, much less the last one. Oh, wow. Did they forget about Mariah Carey, Emancipation of Mimi? I mean, there are so many albums since the past 20 years everyone can agree on. Why are we acting like Renaissance is even in the same conversation? It's just not.
True.
Maybe Live Aid.
You know, I think that Michael just changed my minds about things because the emancipation of Mimi went hard as hell. But I think that maybe Time gave her the title because she is so futuristic, and she did, like you say, do the cherry picking from different artists. It's like now we have the best technology, the best producers, everything, and then we had the influence of Aretha Franklin and everybody, Janet Jackson and everybody over the decades, and Beyonce basically is the product of that. So I think that could make, I loved Renaissance. I think that was great, but maybe that is kind of what makes her the best, is that she's the most futuristic and she's had the most influence with, she's had all those people to influence her and guide her and shape her music.
Yeah. Okay, I respect that.
Alien Superstar was amazing. Like, that was just like, I feel like that was very innovative. It was ahead of its time. It's super sexy. It captures like all these different eras in one, like Grace Jones and everything. I mean, no, I don't know. That was great. That song alone.
All right, Natasha.
Time definitely lost me on that one. I think I'm probably the only person on the planet though that I did not get into the Lemonade album whatsoever at all. I just couldn't. I tried. Renaissance was okay, but I have not honestly listened to a full Beyonce album probably since Beyonce. That's probably the last album of hers that I've actually listened to all the way through. So I mean, I'm a music lover. Like, even if I'm not the hugest fan of you, I will still give you your props if I am feeling it. And she's lost me. I'm not fine. I'm not getting it.
All right, Shaq.
I actually feel like what Caitlin said is kind of where I am. Everything Caitlin said. The first word that came to my mind when I saw that was this word is amalgamation, and basically that means it's a combining of forces, uniting a bunch of things together to create something. And I think that Beyonce is literally the music, it's the personification of amalgamation, right? Like, all these influences over the years have come together, and Beyonce has found a way to harness some of everybody and everything to create things. And if you think of her in that way, I can see why they would say it. It's not about invalidating other things. It's about saying at this moment in time, this person has managed to capture everything and then pre-package it and sell it to younger people. And you have to give her props for that, if nothing else. But people just aren't that deep. So the problem is most people are saying maybe what Ashleigh said, which is that it's just the best album. And I think they're speaking broadly, not necessarily saying that she's the greatest thing ever. It's just that you can't deny what she's done and who she is. And yes, all those influences are there, and she's prepackaged them, and she's made new things, and she's made things that are separate from those things. And so you have to respect her from that perspective. But again, and I love Renaissance, and Renaissance kind of brought me back to the fold because I've always just been a casual fan. So it's like I can agree with it, but I can't. But just speaking broadly, I mean, just really thinking about it, y'all, like, Beyonce's star power is just undeniable, and that is a heck of a place for a Black woman to be today.
Yeah. Michael, have you went yet? I'm sorry.
I did, yes.
Okay. Tamar.
Both albums were good, but I don't think they're the best albums of the century.
Yeah.
Granted, she sampled 1 million people on the Renaissance album, but I think that's samples. I need a body of work to be the albums of the century. Like, Beyonce is talented, you cannot take away from her, but they're just other, like Rihanna album that she brought out when she's the baby on that album was amazing. Emancipation of Me. There are just so many bodies of work that they could have did a list. I think like doing a list of different artists that say these artists are the artists of the century that brought work, brought music, brought creativity, but they gave it to one person, and you're forgetting that Beyonce sampled all these people. So let's give other people the shine too. But I love Beyonce. I think she's amazing. You can't take away from anything that she does. She's talented. I just wish that there would have been a broader range of other artists that could have got that spotlight as well. But I'm not Time Magazine, so kudos, Beyonce.
I think you hit it right. You need a list, but if you can't have a list, then you can only choose one. And she sampled everybody. Who do you choose? I think she's a safe pick.
Okay, I feel all that. So we're running short on time, and I know people have to. Some of our co-hosts have to leave, so I'm going to start skipping some stuff and getting to most of the key things we wanted to touch on tonight. Moving on to oh, geez. So Variety has released an article and said Oscars Diversity 2024, people of color in every acting category. So I'm going to be devil's advocate here, and people are going to look at me funny when I say this, but is it right that we put pressure on or demand there to be a person of color in every category? Like, what if some actors were better than others, and they all just, what if they were Asian, but they were better than the Black film? I think we're at a point right now where the cancel culture and the Black Lives Matter is getting us into areas that are pretty dangerous. And I don't know if I feel like, just for instance, how the Oscars have snubbed Color Purple. Now, people were first, and I was one of them, we were for sure that Fantasia, before I even saw the movie, was going to get nominated for an Oscar, and she didn't. Color Purple didn't get nominated for Movie of the Year. They got nominated, I think, for Danielle got nominated for Sophia, and I think they got like another award, like choreography or something like that. But other than that, they didn't get nominated. So, and I guess going into that same sentiment, do we feel that the antics of Taraji P. Henson during her press run could it be the reason, or do we think that the performances just weren't up to par in the movie? So I guess that's kind of two questions in one. Shaq, I see you shaking your head. What do you think about?
Because the whole thing bottomed out when you said Taraji, because I absolutely think her antics just overshadowed everything. And I think that if she could go back in time, she would have waited on those comments. But we can't go back, and so she has to live with that. But I absolutely think it overshadowed it. But I want to talk about that thing you said at the beginning, which is, do we need people of color? I know what you're saying, where there's this need to kind of just not grandfather, but to usher us in so that they appear to be woke. Mm-hmm. And I would have been okay with your devil's advocate portion, except for there's this thing that's happened all my life, which is that every movie Black cinema has come out, or let's not say cinema, but cinema that happens to have a lot of Black people has come out, and those things have never been paid attention to, right? So it's easy to talk about how we're just putting people of color in to be woke and get attention, but actually people of color are making great stuff. So we do need people of color in, but we need them nominated for their content. So we need the door to be open for all content, and that's the issue. It isn't that they're putting people of color in; it's that they're actually not scrutinizing our actual content. And if people of color aren't in a big movie, then they don't stand a chance of being recognized. And sometimes even when they are, they don't get a chance. And if they're in a movie that's mostly Black, then they don't get a chance. So I hear where you're going with that, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I think we win more if other people are recognized. It's just more interesting. And this year, like with the Golden Globes and everything, they did a really good example of showing what are people consuming? What is the content people want? People want content with variety. Beef, that show Beef, the leads were Asian. It's incredible. The Bear has a multiracial cast. The show is incredible. People ate that stuff up, so people are watching it if you give it to them. So I do think people want it.
So I don't agree with the affirmative action for the Academy, essentially. I feel like that's what it is. I don't ever want to be nominated for anything because I'm Black. I want to be nominated because I was better than everybody else. Mm-hmm. And I totally agree that Taraji a cast over it. But at the same time, if Taraji's acting would have been so superb, they wouldn't even have thought about the fact that she was whining and crying about how she didn't get enough money. So I don't know. I'm really kind of torn. I disagree with the whole fact that all the black actors that I know of that have won have all been casted like my husband was saying, Denzel had to play like a gangster bad guy to win an Oscar instead of his Malcolm X movie as an esteemed black man. Or I said how Halle Berry had to play a whore to win. They're taking the black people have to be in like these horrible roles for the black community to be like, oh, that was the best acting you've ever done. You deserve this Oscar. Instead of, just or like the Help, Octavia Spencer, she had to shit in somebody's pie to win an Oscar. So I'm happy with all of it as far as our people are concerned.
I feel you. Kate?
Don't even care about the Oscars, like the Academy Awards anymore. They don't mean anything to me. It's always just like the same 5 movies in rotation. So it's like I don't care. I watch so many movies. I mean, I watch like 20 a week at least. That's somebody who watches a lot of films. And a lot of the films that I love that I think are so good. And I fancy myself a critic. Like I like my next podcast should be about film because I could talk about it all day. So I fancy myself somebody who has great taste in film. And I just want to say that so much of the stuff that I see that it doesn't even get a nod. It doesn't even get any nomination whatsoever. So I don't really care what they say. It's really just for like the big studios that put so much money to get some recognition for all the time in the work and all the millions of dollars that they pay Leonardo DiCaprio or whoever. So I don't care. Like, it means nothing to me.
Interesting. Michael.
Oh, isn't this what we all wanted for the past 3 years? It's finally arrived. It's goofy. No one cares about the Academy anymore. Listen, the article is dumb. If they just would have had the nominations as they were, I think it's exactly what Shaq said. This is a true reflection in many respects of the content that people consume these days. That's great. So why does the article about this have to just say, now we've checked a box for every category? Why can't it just say, these are the nominations, these are great films, problem solved? Let's turn our focus somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I agree with that. Natasha?
I agree with everyone. I especially agree with Jonte and Caitlin, because honestly, I wouldn't want to see any of my celebrities and actors and actresses get nominated just because they were Black or because they were a minority. I want to see them actually get nominated and win because they were actually the best person for it. Art is subjective too. So, I mean, honestly, what somebody would think is an amazing job and maybe Black people appreciating The Color Purple for a whole different reason, older white people are not. They're just not. Like The Color Purple, so it means more to us. So of course that would have a lot more reverence for us than 70-year-old white man. I mean, it just is what it is. I think that we're at the point now where we're putting too much weight on these award shows. And it's also been discussed too that especially minority celebrities are not giving enough any weight to like the Soul Train Awards or the BET Awards, which that's a whole different thing. But like it's time for those award shows to start getting some weight. And yeah, so that's about where I am with it.
So let me say this. I'm going to be directing a musical here this spring, and I had a production meeting with the board and the producer, and their theater has a policy that you have to have so many people of color, and it's the Wiz, so we don't have to worry about that. But if it was like something like, let's say we were doing Hello Dolly or 42nd Street or Cats or something like that, I don't think it's fair that you tell a director that you have to have this quota on stage or we have to have this many people. Because what if they're not the most talented. I think that there's a huge problem with that. What if the minorities that come in through the door don't hold a candle to the white people who came in the door? And sometimes I'm at the end of the day, I'm all about talent. I don't care about color. I don't care what you look like. The best person gets the role, in my opinion. So I think we are, as a community and as a industry, putting too much focus on, okay, now we have to have this many Black people to make this movie or this play or whatever successful. Tamar, what do you think?
I don't like that they said Black actors nominated. Like, we don't care. Like, I agree with so many people. Like, if your talent is your talent, let that show that come forward. I do think that Taraji, being a crybaby, demolished this film. She cried the whole press tour, and that's all we saw, that she didn't make enough money. So I feel like it took away from the other people star to shine.
It really did.
I really think Danielle did a great job in The Color Purple. I saw The Color Purple. She did a great job. So I think she do deserve a nomination. I think she's gonna win, maybe, just because of her role. And it's so true. Like, so many colored actors and Black actors, they only play roles that make them look bad. Like, they are always in the maid role, or they're in the, like Jonte said, there's so many movies that Halle Berry could have won for, like Dorothy Dandridge. There's so many movies that Denzel Washington could have won for, but I think that, they put them in these roles and they put them in a box to win these awards. So hopefully, I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to continue to be like that. I just think the awards are boring now. And there's so many different artists that are so talented that don't get the opportunity to show their talents, because there's only a certain amount of films, like Kate said, that are nominated each year, and they're in the same category. And there's so many films that came out this year that I saw that was amazing. So I don't know. It's all politics, and it's like it's all who It's all about who and who's at the top that can get you where they need you to go. So I don't know. I think, but it's sad about The Color Purple. I think this was a great film. It's a new twist on it. It was really beautiful. I just think that Taraji, now she's coming out saying, like, I don't know why it's taking the focus away. Girl, you took the focus away, so it's her fault. So it's sad, but I hope Danielle wins, because she really did play that role. So that's my take on it.
I feel sorry, because unfortunately, Fantasia didn't do. I don't think she took the role as far as it could have been taken. She didn't move me personally. She did good. She sang great. But I feel sorry that her first major movie role was overshadowed by all these antics and this drama, because she really did do a good job. And unfortunately, the bad press the press got the bad part of, they looked over all the good stuff. So, okay, let's try to move on. Let's go. I think we're going to do this one last story really quick, and then we'll go into Fashion Files. Aaliyah's estate has announced that next year they will be releasing her last and final album of unrecorded, unreleased tracks, and some producers were called in to put new beats and new spins on some of her music that she never released. So the question is, should we let Aaliyah rest, or do we want new music? Let's just go through this really quick. Let's not spend a lot of time on this. Jonte, what do you think about this?
I'm torn, because I feel she was so undervalued in her time here that she definitely deserves another opportunity. I mean, even she should have been compared in her time to the Beyonce of her time. Yeah, she wasn't. So I think she needs this, but with all the overshadowing of like the R. Kelly stuff a few years ago, and like, I'm torn with the let her rest.
Okay. Kate.
I love Aaliyah. I would love to hear everything she's ever done. I will celebrate her forever. Cosmetics line, everything, whatever they have of Aaliyah, put it out. Selena too. So.
All right. Michael.
Depends on the producers. It's got to be an old head. I really don't want Aaliyah's music sounding modern, because most of this music these days sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm old.
You're right. Shrek?
Yeah, it's like I'm with Michael and Caitlin both. Like, I would love to hear her music because I mean I love Aaliyah, but I do pause and wonder who's gonna actually create it, and that gives me pause. Like, because by the time they get done, have they put it like over a sexy red beat or something? I don't want them to modernize it too much. So with that being said, I'm nervous about it, but ultimately I guess it don't matter anyway because clearly the executors of her estate are looking for a cash grab, right? Because that's why this is happening. So they can't afford eggs either, I guess.
You're right. To be honest, it won't work unless Missy and Timberland are at the helm of this.
That's it. I was about to say the same thing. Yep.
They knew her best. They knew her voice. They knew they had magic together. So let's hope they're involved. Natasha, what do you want to add something?
You literally took the words right out of my mouth. The only way that this could work is if Timbaland and Missy are in it. Static Major is unfortunately gone too. So that literally leaves just Missy and just Tim.
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and I'm cool with that too. Honestly, it's kind of like, who asked for this? Because we had all kind of have resolved that her last album was her last album. So, I mean, if you're going to do this, it can only be Tim and Missy touching it. That's it.
Yeah, and you know who else is gone that works? Magoo is gone too.
Magoo is gone too. I forgot about him. Yeah. So it literally just, and Genuine could get in it too because they did a lot together, and maybe Devontae, that's a real baby, honestly, but it's still 99% Missy and Tim.
Tamar, anything to add?
Yeah, I was excited when I heard this because I love Aaliyah, and I don't know. I want to just hear everything that she has like recorded because I miss her voice, and like Jonte said, I feel like she would have been the next Beyonce. Like she would have been Beyonce if she still would have been here. So I'm excited.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna move into my favorite portion of the show, which is Fashion Files. We're gonna get through these looks quick, just yay or nay. What do we think? You can add a few little tidbits, but for the most, I just want to know if you love it or hate it. Last week we had Milan Fashion Week. This week is Paris Fashion Week. 2 weeks is New York Fashion Week. So we have a lot of looks coming up. What I like about Paris Fashion Week is the party is usually outside. You know, when you go to New York Fashion Week, it's the who is who gets inside, who's in the first row. But in Paris, it's all about the residents of Paris, the street style, what they're wearing. So some of these looks aren't on celebrities that we have. They're just on influencers and just normal everyday citizens of Paris walking the street. So we're going to get into this. Our first look, we have Devon Chowdown. He's wearing Louis Vuitton by Pharrell. I love this look. I like him because he's a bigger guy. He's thicker. And he dresses down. He's in head to toe, one of a kind Louis Vuitton. Kate, yes, yay or nay?
Yay, love the jacket.
All right, Jonte, yay or nay?
Absolutely yay.
Love
Natasha?
it.
Tamar?
I love it.
Michael?
It's mid.
Okay, and Shaq?
No, that jacket is fire. I don't know what's going on with them pants, but that jacket is fire.
Okay. Moving on, we have Quavo. He is in Louis Vuitton from head to toe. Kate, yay or nay?
I could have done without the scarf, so I'm going to go nay.
You guys know who started the scarf. I'm just playing, but no, for real. Okay, Natasha, yay or nay?
He could have went a little wider on the top of the pants and a little slimmer on the bottom, but other than that, it's okay.
You know, those bell bottoms are coming back. They're back with a vengeance.
I know, but these ain't good ones.
All right, Jonte, yay or nay?
This looks like new money to me. I'm going to say no.
Okay, Michael, yay or nay?
I'm with Jonte.
Okay, Shaq?
That boy look like driving Miss Daisy.
Okay, our next look, we have, let me get my list, make sure I'm getting all the right designers. I don't want to tell anybody wrong. Okay, we have Malaysia Pargo. She has on a Mimi top, a D&G belt, And those are Alexander McQueen boots. Kate, yay or nay?
No, hot mess. Halloween.
Okay. Jonte, yay or nay?
I love Malaysia, but I'm not with this look.
All right. Natasha, yay or nay?
Looks like my 4-year-old got her dressed.
All right. Michael?
It's a no for me.
And Shaq?
She got on 3 different outfits, and I don't like none of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on. We have Chris Brown and Amiri head to toe. Kate, yay or nay?
Love.
All right. Natasha?
Yay.
Jonte?
He could have on a paper bag, and I would say yes.
All right. Michael?
Yeah, this one's fire.
Okay. Shaq?
I mean, you know, if I did the men's, he could get it in that. He looked nice.
All right. Tamar?
I love this.
Okay, moving on. We have, let me get my list. Who is this next? We have, who is that? I can't tell. Oh, Vic Menza. He's in Balmain.
Yes.
Yay or nay?
Yes, I love everything about him.
He's so hot to me. Jonte, yay or nay?
Yes, yes.
Natasha?
I wasn't even recognize him. He cut his hair, but he looks good.
Oh, yeah.
This picture doesn't do the jacket justice. I've seen it in the store, and it's like blinding. It's so shiny.
That's a beautiful jacket.
Michael?
This looks like a jacket that a dancer for hire would wear.
Tamar?
Nay.
Okay, and Shaq?
Nah, that boy look fine. I like that.
I
wear that.
Vicky, get a child.
I wear that jacket, baby.
Okay, moving on. We have, hold on. This is
the Thriller. I like it.
We have Cassie and Balenciaga. Kate, yay or nay?
Yay, but somebody said that Diddy money hit different.
Yeah. I saw that comment too.
I'm mad at him.
I like it.
Jonte, yay or nay?
Yay. But she does get a sympathy vote of yes, too.
Okay. Shaq, yay or nay?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Tamar?
I love this.
Okay. Michael?
She looks great, but we've seen this look a lot lately.
Yeah, the oversized black Balenciaga, everybody's doing it. So I like it. It's yay for me. But all right, moving on. We have, this is just an influencer on the street at Paris Fashion Week. She has on Christopher John Rogers. He's known for putting lots of different patterns and colors together. Kate, yay or nay?
Yay, I love that. Visually appeasing.
Jonte?
Yay.
Natasha?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yay.
Michael?
Yay.
Shaq?
I don't know why, but I love that moo. That's a yes.
Next we have Halle Bailey in Armani Privé.
Yeah.
Kate, yay or nay?
One of the best times I've ever seen her look. She looks so hot. Love
Yeah,
her.
she's glowing. She's glowing. Jonte, yay or nay?
Yay, everything she just said.
All right, Natasha.
Yay.
Okay, Tamar.
Beautiful. Yay.
Okay, Michael.
Yay, but why they didn't give her no jewels? Come on, her neck looks bare. That's all
The dress is the jewel.
I
she
think,
needs more.
I think anything up here on this neck would have, I don't know.
It would have been too much. It would have competed. I knew you were going to be the contrarian on this one, Mike.
You already knew. Where's the ring? That's what I say.
Who hasn't gone?
Ooh, girl. Ooh, I pay her cell phone bill, Ashley. You know,
All right, moving on. We have LaToya Luckett in Balenciaga, and what else does she have on?
Cruella.
Oh, Balenciaga. Kate, yay or nay?
Nay, I love her, but nay.
The dress is different for Balenciaga. The boots and the gloves are, right on trend for them, but the dress is different. Jonte, yay or nay?
No, it looks like Easter threw up.
Okay. Tasha?
She can do no wrong. I love her. Yay.
Okay, Tamar?
I like this.
Michael?
It's kind of a sympathy yay.
Okay, Shaq.
I think the problem is the boots and the gloves. So I don't know how I feel. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, moving on. We have
No cell phone bill for her.
JT and Rick Owens. Kate. Where did Kate go? Okay.
Love.
There she is. Kate, yay or nay?
Look. Yay. Love Rick Owens. Love her. Love the hair with it.
Okay, Jonte.
No, I could have made this myself.
All right, Tasha.
Yay, this is really cute.
Michael.
It's a little rainbow for me.
Okay, Shaq.
JT, is that JT? JT can get it. I like her.
Okay, but what about the outfit?
Oh.
It's passion,
my bad. I don't care, but she can still get it, whatever she is.
All right,
I
Tamar.
don't have no thoughts.
I love this. It's a yay.
All right. And Kate, I have to point this out because you told me like 6 months ago, almost a year ago, you said Diesel's is coming back in a huge way, and it is. It's all over the place. We have Aoki Lee Simmons and Diesel from head to toe. Kate, yay or nay?
I love that. They're a denim brand, so she's doing it.
Jonte?
Yay, fabulous.
Natasha?
Super cute. Yay.
Shaq?
I'm old, but I think she look cool for young people.
Okay, Michael?
Yeah, I like it. Yay.
And Tamar?
Yay.
Okay. We have J-Lo in Paris Fashion Week and Schiaparelli. Kate, yay or nay?
Love that whole show was everything.
It was like an art exhibit. That's what it was.
That's what it was like.
Jonte, yay or nay?
I'm gonna bow out of this one. I'm a little confused by this look.
Okay. Tasha?
Yay, but what's the glasses? Y'all gotta help me
I
out.
don't like glasses.
Schiaparelli does, when they do accessories, they do like art pieces, like sculptures. So the glasses are like eyes on top of eyes. I'll send you a picture of it close up. But
Okay. I like it from the neck down.
all right. Michael?
Is she trying to do that no makeup look like Pamela Anderson? Is that what this is?
It's the eyes. Or it's the glasses.
I don't know.
It's the glasses.
cool
No,
enough.
she got a lot of bronzer and blush on.
I don't know.
she
The
got
outfit's
makeup on.
super cool. I think it's maybe not just for J-Lo. That's all.
Okay, Tamar?
Yay.
And Shaq?
She look like she smell good. I like it.
You like the outfit.
I like all of it.
All right, moving on. We have Rihanna and Dior at Paris Fashion Week. Kate, yay or nay?
No.
Can I ask you why? That's interesting.
The hat, I hate it. I mean, I just hate those shoes. I would love to see her as Rihanna with like her attitude again. I don't know what the hell what is she trying to say there? That doesn't even look comfortable. You know, it's just like, I hate oh God, no. I just want to see her look sexy and fun again. Like, what the hell is this? Like, where's my island girl?
All right, Jonte?
She looks like she's covering up a bad hair day with that hat, and the shoes
hat,
you can't get with at all. But if you go from neck to knee, it's hidden.
Okay, Tasha?
I agree with Jonte because why those shoes? Why?
Mm-hmm. Tamar?
I love this look on Rihanna.
Okay. Shaq?
I can't figure out if she want to go to church or if she want to go outside, but I don't like none of it.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Michael?
All of them.
This is fashion. Yays across the board for me.
Okay.
Beanbag on.
Okay, moving on.
Someone tied it around.
We have the creator of Betterment's. What is his name? Hold on, sorry. Creator of Betterment's. His name is Garam. He used to be the creator of Balenciaga. Now he's over at Betterment's. He's wearing Betterment's from head to toe, right? Girl. Kate, yay or nay?
No. It's
I love
puppy, and I don't know. I just need to see the whole look, I guess.
Okay, Jonte?
Absolutely, yes. This is the look.
Yeah, I love it. Michael?
It's so arrogant. So for that, I appreciate it.
All right. Shaq?
No.
Okay, Tasha?
He looks warm.
All right, Tamar.
He looks amazing. I love it.
All right, moving on. We have Rita Ora and Chanel from head to toe. Kate, yay or nay?
Yeah, yay. I like it. My Vera.
All right, Jonte.
I'm torn because she looks like she should be on Rodeo Boulevard, but or Drive. I'm sorry, Rodeo Drive, but nay.
My mom said heck no. Okay, Shaq.
I don't know what's happening though.
Okay, Tasha.
Yeah.
Tamar.
I like this.
Okay, Michael.
I want to meet her if I see her at the club. This is so bizarre.
Yeah, this is kind of different for Chanel. Usually you see Chanel with the tweed and all that. Really, they just use like the Chanel buckles and belts to create this look. Everything else is just like a bathing suit underneath and a Chanel fur jacket. So really went over the top with the accessories for this. We have Nene and Area. Kate, yay or nay?
Yay, I love Area. So
Me too. Jonte?
I love Area, but she looks like she's going to the Renaissance, and I'm going to say no.
Okay. Natasha?
You know, Lenithia Say looks really nice.
Okay. Michael?
Don't make me say AI again. Look at this Lenithia versus last week's. It's two different faces. Stop playing with me.
Okay. Tamar?
This is everything to me. I love this. And she looks so good.
Okay, Shaq?
Well, you know how I feel about trees.
Okay.
She looked like a sequoia. I'll climb her. Hello.
Okay. So I can't say right now, but I have a huge surprise for you guys next week. Speaking of Nene, Kate, you already know what the deal is. Kate knows, but yeah. Just wait till next week. I have a huge surprise for you guys. Moving on. Okay, did you figure out yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm still in the works.
Okay. Moving on. We have, who is this? This is Chris Bolton and Marnie. Now, he's a NBA player, and I love how the basketball players are really getting into fashion. Like they all have stylists now, and like they're really just pushing the boundary, and I like that. Kate, yay or nay?
Yay.
Jonte, yay or nay?
This is Negro's Easter to me, so I'm going to say yay.
Tasha?
Bitch.
Oh, with some Vaseline on his face. I love it though.
You say yay or nay, Tasha?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael?
I find it a little zesty.
Okay. Shaq?
I don't know why, but I like it.
Okay, Tamar?
I love this look. He's standing outside like, bitch, what's up?
Okay, moving on. This is also an NBA player. His name is Kyle Kuzma. He plays for the Washington Wizards, and he's in Rick Owens from head to toe. Kate?
I love it. And he's from Flint, I believe. So,
Really?
Oh, Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, he's from Burton.
Oh, okay, nice.
Kyle Kuz. Love it.
John
I love
Terry?
Rick Owens.
Yay.
Tasha?
Nay.
Okay. Shaq?
Man, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know nothing about fashion. Leave me alone.
He's warm.
Okay, Michael?
He looks rich. I love it.
Yeah.
And
Give me
Taylor?
rest.
I love this.
Okay, and this person, this is our last look. I didn't get their name. I think he is an NBA player as well, some sort. He's wearing Balenciaga scarf and I don't know, yay or nay?
I
Kate?
like everything but the Mrs. Doubtfire scarf. Like, this is new to me, and I'm just now seeing this.
Okay, Jonte?
Everything not together, though, so nay.
Tasha?
These roller set scarves are sending me right now.
It's the new thing.
Okay.
Terry Marr?
No.
Okay, Michael?
This looks silly. No.
All right, Shaq.
I continue not to know what's going on.
Okay. Tamar. Did I already say you?
Yeah, you did already.
Okay. I'm sorry. This is our last look. We have Lucien Lavinscount. He's from Emily in Paris, and he is wearing he's wearing Balenciaga.
He is so fine, but I hate that on him.
Yeah. All right. Jonte?
Nay.
Tasha?
Bad Spanx.
This doesn't look comfortable. No. Nay.
Michael?
That collar's like a court jester or something.
Yeah.
Shaq?
He looked like that's the male version of the Breakfast at Tiffany. You remember that look?
With the glove?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I don't know why any male would want to do that.
That's why I low-key love this look, because it's giving me Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Okay, and okay, that's Michael. You already went, right?
Yes.
Okay, so our last part of the show is Come Sit on My Couch, and it's when we have fans or viewers or even friends of ours who discuss relationship stuff, relationship questions or advice. And our question tonight is, would you delete your social media apps to save and protect your relationship? And if not, why? So this is like an open forum. So I'm not going to go to each person. We're just going to dive in. What do we think about this? We're in an age where social media can really mess up a relationship if you're not solid, if you're not communicating, if you are if you take it too seriously. So yeah, I've seen a lot of relationships destroyed by it. So what do we, John? Anybody who wants to go first?
I got a good therapist.
Okay.
I'm done.
I will not delete my social media.
So your husband came to you and said, I feel uncomfortable with so-and-so or whatever, DMing you or liking your pictures or whatever. Mm-hmm. I want you to delete Instagram to save our marriage. You would say no?
Well, I will not, because if there's an issue with someone else, I would block that person. But for me, my social media is kind of my job. So I can't delete my job because you want me to stop. And I feel like with our relationship, we have a floor of open communication. If there's something bothering you, please let me know so I can fix it. Because I don't know if I don't know. And if you're not telling me something that's bothering you, then you can't expect me to just automatically assume that something's bothering you. I feel like communication can automatically make things right if we have the right setting for that communication. So if there's something on social media that I'm doing that's wrong, let me know so I can correct it. I'm open to any create like constructive criticism from anybody. But I think you have to be in a comfortable place in a relationship to have that conversation. Because most of the times, I mean, like I do photography and stuff, so my husband's not gonna be like, you need to get off social. I mean, how the fuck am I gonna have a job? So it's so many different ways you can go about doing it. But I know for us, if there's something bothering us in our relationship, we talk about it. And so, but I know there's a lot of relationships that don't do that. So that's only from my side of things, my standpoint. I don't know about anybody else's, but that's how we deal with things when we're uncomfortable with ourselves.
Let me add a part B to this question. What if you had the password to their phone? Then would it make a difference?
My husband has a password to my phone, and I know the password to his phone. And yeah, either one of us are free to look if we wanted to. Neither one of us want to. So for me, if it's to a point where is a deletion discussion, then yeah, are we talking about a specific person, or are we talking about activities and things like that? And at that point, it's just a broader picture to look at versus just one specific thing or person. And so at that point, it sounds like it's probably time to get a counselor in there.
Michael, what do you think?
I think the problem is with the person who wants the social media. At our age, I find it to be attention-seeking behavior. I really honestly do. People that are 30s, 40s, older, posting every day about the dinners they cook or the day that they had, something about it to me means you're off mentally, because there are so many more important things we could be doing. So I personally wouldn't even consider pairing off with a person like that, because I don't want my life to be public. I already have a whole aspect of my life that is public with no choice. You know, I represent clients in court. Everything I do is public records. There's articles about me, right? My personal life, if you're putting everything on blast, you know, you're not 10 toes in my book. And that's a non-negotiable.
That's very interesting you say that, because me and my boyfriend are complete opposites. As some of you might see by our social media activity, I am kind of in that, like, the influencer fashion kind of thing. So I'm on social media a lot, covering like the stores I go to, the parties I go to, and Hector wants nothing to do with that at all. Like, we're going to start filming a reality show soon, and he's like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want them in my house. He's very opposite of me. So that's interesting that you say that I never thought of it like that. Someone who you just don't want your personal life out there.
I think the issue is,
and that's cool. Jonte, what do you think?
I want to know what Shaq would say.
I don't think there is an issue whether you are into social media or not. The issue is that y'all not on the same page about what you're doing. You know, we have got to get away from this idea that people are wrong for what they like. You just got to get somebody who's okay with you, like with what you like. So the problem here is that you're into something and they think that you need to get rid of it. That means that y'all not compatible. This is what I mean about having a good therapist. You know, we are out here trying to be with who we want to be instead of who works for us. Right? If you think they need to delete their apps, that's not the person for you. I don't care how much you like them. You can't make people into something that they're not. So who cares? Even if you are obsessed with social media, get you somebody who don't care. The end.
And that's why we work, because we're totally different. He grounds me a little bit, you know, when I start being in that kind of Hollywood kind of land. He's like, settle down. You're 40 and we're together, and you know.
I want to see that conversation.
What do you
like?
I would love to see that conversation.
You're 40. We're together.
He said, Natasha, come sit on my couch and you will see it.
Yeah. Anybody want to add anything to this?
I'm kind of actually between Shaq and Michael, because my husband has no presence on social media until he decides to log on mine and, you know, talk his MAGA till I die. But at the same time, you need to have somebody that's compatible for you. I personally feel like if you're going to tell me that I need to control, that you need to control the way I live, then you need to take your insecurities elsewhere. But at the same time, I don't post. Like, you know, it's not like, oh my God, I got to get on there and this is what I ate and this is where I am.
Yeah.
I will, because it's fun, you know, but I could not look at it every day. I have screen controls on my phone to where after 4 hours a day, it's done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I have a 1-year-old and I'm pregnant. I don't have enough time in my life to be on Instagram all day.
Right.
No one our age should. That's what I'm saying. There's more important things to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, for us, like we don't even put relationship stuff on social media that much. Like we put that we got married because people were posting, like tagging us in all of our pictures. But we like to keep our lives private. Like he does drag, he does hair, I do photography and stuff. So our businesses are on social media, but we don't just go on social media and post like we're at this restaurant. You know, I think certain things you got to keep private because you don't know who's talking down on your relationship and speaking ill will on your relationship. So certain things you got to keep private. But if you have a business, I feel like you guys have to come to an agreement on how things should work. And, you know, it is good to have somebody that makes you like very balanced, like real balance. And for us, like we're both like content creators, so we balance each other out by making sure that we're both copacetic with what we're doing.
You know, the last time I posted a woman's face on social media, it might have been 2011. Okay, you know, you might have seen me holding somebody's hand or something, but the last time somebody saw a face of a woman with me was 2011. So you know, you gotta have a level of separation. But also, you need to be with somebody who agree with that. I think if you want to post your cheese sandwich, you should be with somebody who want to post their cheese sandwich too.
All those puppies can stick together. Leave me out of that equation.
Don't nobody want to see them burnt cheese sandwiches.
Nobody want to see that cheese sandwich.
Girl, them people be posting the place of food.
Nothing wrong with people. Just find somebody who for you. That's all.
All right. Well, that's the end of our show. Thank you for joining us. Please like and share. Watch the playback. We'll be reposting this again on Saturday. I want to thank John Tay for being our guest tonight. I really enjoyed you. I want you to come back and play with us. So, so other than that, please be safe. Wash your hands. Blow. All that.
Yeah,
all that jazz.
All the things are the things, the healthy things.
All right. So everyone, have a good day, a good night. We'll see you soon. And again, we're looking for a conservative voice. If you think that's you or you know someone, email or DM me. As far as the rest of the cast, everyone stay on because I want to talk to you for a few minutes. And everyone else, see you later. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.